What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLB Games coming at you with another cool video. We're going to be talking more Planet Coaster 2 today, and more so what has yet to be announced or confirmed for the games that we still want to see come to the game overall. So there's quite a few things that Frontier has been very secretive of, and they haven't really shown a lot of stuff off. Maybe we'll see more in the next deep dive, but I think we'll see limited amounts of stuff once again. And they still are being very secretive of what rides and coasters are still in the game. So that's going to bring us to our first point of what what still hasn't been announced that we still want to see, and that's just various coaster types and flat rides. For instance, we haven't seen a ton of coaster types. I mean, we've seen quite a few confirmed, but like we haven't seen like a ton of new coasters just yet. There's been a few that's been on there, but like we haven't seen a ton of new ones. We know the B&M Surf Coaster's coming in, or the Wave Coaster as it's called in game. We know that one. There's a few others I think that were spotted on the list that we assume what they are based off of what the name and everything, but we never saw them in action. And then we don't have a ton of flat rides confirmation right now either. We've seen a lot of flat rides that are coming back from the first game, and even some of them are coming back unthemed. You know, some kind of like the teacups, and the whirly rig is coming back as the Tiny Eye, which is an unthemed version of the game. And there's a lot of different things that we just haven't seen because they haven't really shown off a lot of new flat rides overall. So we have new flat rides. We do have coaster types that still haven't been confirmed just yet, and just overall, they haven't really revealed a ton of the new stuff that's coming to the game when it comes to coaster types and flat rides. So hopefully that is coming soon. The next thing I want to talk about is load and unload stations for coasters. This is something that I think was not in the Gamescom demo. I think a lot of people have tested that out, and you cannot make multiple stations. This is something that still could potentially still make it into the game because that was a very early build of the game, but it's very highly requested to be able to do unload stations like a lot of coasters do in real life. So I think they really need to revamp the stations in general to where you don't have that giant platform, and also allow it to where we can do unload stations as well. So you can have a load section and an unload section in separate stations. I think that would be very, very nice, and something that has not been confirmed yet, or really denied, not fully denied, but again, it's something that I feel like might be unlikely at launch, but we'll have to wait and see if they do that as well. Next is something that I think is basically confirmed, but we haven't seen it in action, and that is weather. The reason why I'm still putting it on here is mostly because we don't know what type of weather we're going to get. I think it's very likely, obviously, we'll get at least rain at the very least, but are we going to get like thunderstorms? Are we going to get like snow? We know Planet Zoo has snow, but really, are we going to get other weather types? Like I've heard that rain is more possible, and then that there most likely might not be snow, but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I think we might see some weather stuff. I talked about in my last video. I think we might see weather reveals in the management section, because I feel like, or the management deep dive that they're about to do, which will be deep dive 3, but because I think it could be part of the management aspect of the game as well when it comes to having to manage your park based on how the weather is, you know, because it could open and close your rides based on your weather in the park, and some guests might not want to ride rides in the rain, stuff like that. So there is a little bit of a management aspect to it when it comes to weather, and even though weather is fairly confirmed in the game, we just don't know all the different types of weather that is in the game at this point in time. Another thing I want to see that has not been announced is the modular gift shops that they have in Planet Zoo, where you can like place down your own counters and your own like your own little tables and stuff, and actually sell merch or specific merch on all of those, and you can create your own nice detailed gift shops that are actually functional. This is a really cool feature in Planet Zoo that I've actually been playing around with recently, and I really do like it, and I hope that Planet Coaster 2 decides to bring this into the game too, where you can have like little plushies, shirts, and stuff like that, and different merch. Instead of faking a gift shop, I would love for us to be able to actually have a functional modular building gift shop in the game overall when it comes to these gift shops, because it would be so cool to be able to do gift shops that for your like the exits of our rides. So like if you have a major attraction like a major coaster, you could sell merch for that coaster, which brings me to my next point that you could put in those gift shops, and that would be on ride photos. This is something that was in the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games, where you could put on ride photos on a photo piece on the coaster builder, and you could actually sell your photos of the on the ride, which is a really nice feature that Planet Coaster 1 doesn't have. You could create fake ones, but you can never actually like it would be nice for the management feature to be able to sell on ride photos, and maybe if that is a thing, I could see it being in the management deep dive if that's something they're going to do. I think it's an unlikely feature to come to Planet Coaster 2, but it is definitely worth noting in general, I think, to just kind of be hopeful that maybe it will come to the game. I think it would be very, very nice. Another thing that hasn't really been confirmed that I would like to see on the water park side of things is the water coasters. And I'm not talking about like actual roller coaster, like with flume sections, like the Mock Ride water coaster. I'm talking about like water coasters like Wildebeest or Mammoth or Cheetah Chase over at like, for example, it's the only ones that I've been on is in Splash and Safari at Holiday World. Those kind of water coasters, the ones that have the water jets that propel your rafts upwards and everything like that, kind of like a launch almost. They're very, very cool. So they have a specific station and it makes a full circuit. You don't just like have an end runway. You actually make a full circuit around back into the station. I definitely like to see something like that in water parks, because to me, those are basically the best water slides / rides in a water park in general. So I really like those, and I hope they do come to the game, whether it be in the base game or in a later DLC. We'll have to wait and see, but I think those are definitely crucial rides that should be in the game, at least right away, in my opinion. So maybe you will have the option to create like these type of propelled sections on our water flumes, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it would be a very, very nice addition. But you can't really do like a station like these ones actually have. So maybe they'll have it and it'll be under coasters, maybe, just because they are technically water coasters. I don't count them as coaster credits personally, but they are called water coasters. So maybe they'll make their way. And that's one of the water park things. That's probably the last check mark I need for water parks, and water parks will be perfect for me. So overall, because we can do wave pools, we can do lazy rivers, we can do all those when it comes to that, and then all those other flumes that we have options available as well. Now, another thing is obviously switch tracks, drop tracks are all confirmed, but a lot of people want transfer tracks where you can transfer your trains on and off depending on your budget and potential like attendance for your park. A lot of people want to see us to be able to add and remove trains, because that actually is part of a management part of it. So I feel like if it's going to be in a deep dive, it could potentially be in the management deep dive as well. I still find it very unlikely we're going to get like maintenance transfer tracks. I know a lot of people want them. I kind of feel like it's one of those features that is nice, would be nice to have, but realistically speaking, I don't know if they would really consider putting it into the game unless it actually does contribute towards the management side of things. If it does contribute towards the management side of things, it could be really good, because if you're running one train, it actually saves you on budget and running costs as opposed to running two trains. But if you're busy, you're going to want to have those two trains in your park. So again, time runs differently in Planet Coaster 2 than what it does in Planet Coaster 1. So that could be a huge factor. I would also like to see transfer tracks in general as the ride experience as well, not just like maintenance transfers, but actual ride experiences. Think like Powder Keg at Silver Dollar City, where the track actually can transfer over to the side. I actually think that would be a really cool feature to have just in general as a piece that you can use in game. I think that would be really cool to be doing that, and like if to create a really creative layout and stuff. Not only, so I could create a actual functional recreation of Powder Keg, but that would be awesome. But anyways, so yeah, that would be a really cool feature as well when it comes to like the talks of transfer tracks and everything overall. And then the ability to switch trains on all of the other coaster types. This is something that Planet Coaster 1 does have. You can only do specific ones on different other trains, but I hope we're able to have the option to swap trains out like we were in Planet Coaster 1. And then there was a mod that actually allowed us to do it any coaster car on any train. So hopefully we get some more flexibility on that as well. Hasn't been confirmed that we can even do that to begin with in Planet Coaster 2, but being able to attach scenery and actually edit our cars already is a huge step forward anyways, to where we might not even really need to switch trains very often. I still think it's a good option to have, but I think being able to theme our own trains and actually make them look the way we want with using scenery pieces is going to be huge. So I personally think that's going to be something that is going to be, it's such a game changer. So yeah, there are so many things that probably still have not been announced that we don't know about. It sounds like they only scratched the surface according to them. So we still have a lot that we don't know or haven't seen just yet. And there's a lot more things I'm sure that I'm not even covering in this video particular. There's a lot of things, honestly, and please let me know in the comment section below what you're still hopeful could be in the game that just hasn't been confirmed or announced yet. Just because they haven't shown it off, guys, does not mean it's not going to be in the game. It just means that they haven't revealed it to us yet. So just keep that in mind, and that so I'd love to hear what you guys want to see in the game that still hasn't been confirmed. They keep confirming things here and there slowly but surely, but I want to hear what you guys think, and what's the one feature or object or something in the game that has yet to be confirmed that really would make you excited even more for the game. Let me know in the comments section. I'm sure I forgot a few things, but and I'll probably think of things right after recording this video. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys right now. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this. Make sure you hit the join button if you want to become a channel member and actually get to watch these videos before everyone else and early. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, and goodbye.